Hey all, today we're watching A Few Good Men, a movie made in 1992 starring Tom Cruise and
Jack Nicholson?
Jack Nicholson. Okay. Yeah. And that's all I know about it.
There's a very famous line from this movie. Funnily enough, now it's my turn to know about it, but I'm sure you'll recognize it once it comes up.
Okay.
Yeah. But other than that, I don't know anything about the movie.
Judging from the poster, it's probably military related. So, yeah, I guess we'll see.
Okay, that I know.
So, yeah, let's get right into it. Castle Rock Entertainment. I don't see these guys anymore.
Are they? I guess they're not around anymore.
Oh, yeah, definitely military related.
When was this made?
92.
Wow, early Tom Cruise in his career. Before he became an action star, I think.
I don't know why, but it has a Halloween soundtrack.
Yeah, like something really bad's about to happen.
What is going on here? Why are they type this guy? Rob Reiner. Ah. Rob
I
Reiner
know
film.
the name.
Yeah, I know his name.
Oh.
Oh, Demi Moore.
Nice. It's funny, we don't watch a lot of her films.
A Few Good Men. But there's a woman in this movie. So it's a few good people.
Kevin
Bacon. Wow.
Wow, nice.
Kevin Pollak. Okay. There's some people in this film. Just show initials. Kiefer Sutherland.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that is cool.
Noah Weil. I think isn't that John Carter from
Yeah. Was that him in the beginning?
Oh, I didn't notice.
Was this before ER or after ER?
ER was 93, right?
So it came out the same period.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, they practice doing these things. Kind of like a CKS Memorial, they practice doing those. Did they speed it up or were they that fast? I'm
I was
impressed.
just wondering now.
Aaron Sorkin. Oh, he's a really famous writer. I think he did West Wing. Of course, now West Wing is completely unrealistic, I assume.
That it be me who's the attorney.
So she's in the Navy? Oh, so it's like a military justice thing.
Ah.
It must be related with what happened.
Here to see Captain West.
Would you like to sit down?
I'm fine, sir.
Have a seat.
Okay.
He ordered her.
Santiago died at the base hospital.
Oh, shit. That was a murder then, basically.
The NIS agent who took Dawson and Downey's statements. They were trying to prevent Santiago from naming Dawson in a fence line shooting incident. In short, Captain, I'd like to suggest that I be the one that it be me who is assigned to represent them.
She sounded very awkward there.
Galloway, why don't you get yourself a cup of coffee?
Thank you, sir. I'm fine.
Commander, I'd like you to leave the room so we can talk about you behind your back.
Yeah, that was a polite way to dismiss her.
Disposed of 3 cases in 2 years.
3 cases in 2 years. Who's she handling? The Rosenbergs?
That for litigation.
She's a hell of an investigator, Jerry.
And internal affairs, sure. She
opportunity.
can crawl up a lawyer's ass with the best of them.
Rosenbergs were spies for Russians.
And I'll have Division assign them counsel.
But not me.
Well, from what I understand from your colleagues, you're much too valuable in your present assignment to be wasted on what I'm sure into a 5-minute plea bargain and a week's worth of paperwork. I promise you, Division will assign the right man for the job.
All right, let's go. Let's get to.
So Maverick is like busy from.
Slip the ball into your glove.
I'm gonna hang your boy from a fucking yard arm.
Yard arm. Shirby, does the Navy still hang people from yard arms?
I don't think so.
Dave Shirby doesn't think the Navy hangs people from yard arms.
Your client thought it was marijuana.
My client's a moron. That's not against the law.
People to answer
That's true.
questions like you do. Sergeant.
I mean, we have people in charge of the government like that.
I don't know why I'm agreeing to this.
You have wisdom beyond your years.
So it seems like those two tussled before.
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh,
yeah, there
we
he
know
is.
the actor.
There, I think she's getting ready to say her first word any day now. All right, Danny, I know you don't have a good excuse, so I won't force you to come up with a bad one.
Thank you, sir.
First one's been requested by division.
Requested to do what?
Guantanamo Bay, Cuba.
What's a fence line?
Sam?
A big wall separating the good guys from the bad guys.
PFC
There's the
William
exposition.
Santiago threatens to rat on Dawson, the Naval Investigative Service. Dawson and another member of his squad, PFC Loudon Downey, go into Santiago's room, tie him up, stuff a rag down his throat, and an hour later, Santiago's dead. Work with Caffey on this.
Doing what? Cappy will have this done in about 4 days.
Administrative.
So there's something going on that they don't know yet.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Like it's deeper than a murder.
Responsibilities here whatsoever. My kind of case.
Those two are
Good
gonna be great.
timing.
So internal affairs, I assume they investigate like the military themselves. We investigate ourselves.
I have no responsibilities here whatsoever.
Come in, please, have a seat.
God, he's so young in this.
Yeah.
I was just watching Fallout the other day.
Lieutenant, how long have you been in the Navy?
Going on 9 months now.
He successfully plea bargained 44 cases in 9 months.
One more, I get a set of steak knives.
Have you ever been in a courtroom?
I once had my driver's license suspended.
One of the people you'll be seeing down there is
Oh, this movie's
the
very
CEO
tightly
Colonel
rooted.
Nathan Jessup. I assume you've heard of him. These are the letters that Santiago wrote in his 8 months at Gitmo.
Guantanamo Bay.
I knew that one.
He wrote to the fleet commander, commandant of the Marine Corps, even as senator. He wanted to be transferred off the base. No one was listening. Colonel Jessup...
12 years.
I'm sorry?
I'll get them to drop the conspiracy and conduct unbecoming. 12 years.
Tell your friend not to get cute down there. The Marines in Guantanamo are fanatical
About what?
about being Marines.
Yeah, it sounds like Marines.
My name is PFC William T. Santiago. Sincerely, PFC William T. Santiago, U.S. Marine Corps.
Some of it could be racial too. Wouldn't surprise me.
I was just thinking as well.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is PFC William T. Santiago?
Private Santiago's a member
Oh,
of
there he is.
Platoon Bravo, sir.
He looks weird without
Both
hair.
of them, yeah.
This kid broke the chain of command and ratted on a member of his unit. Think of the fact that he is a U.S. Marine, and it would appear he can't here to there without collapsing from heat exhaustion.
Sir.
Get me the president on the phone. We're surrendering our position in Cuba.
Sir.
Wait a minute, Tom.
He might take him seriously.
Yet maybe we should consider this for a second. Santiago stays where he is.
I feel like it's already being insinuated that he got those two people to beat him up, and it didn't work out. Like one of them got murdered. That Santiago
Yeah,
died.
Santiago, yeah.
Oh, nice. Oh, we didn't go see that monument in DC. I was wondering where that was. I was on the wrong side.
I forgot all about that.
Yeah.
All the paperwork's in order.
If they just, ironically, if they let Santiago like go to another place, then 3 people's lives wouldn't have been ruined or killed. She looked up his whole history.
Navy Judge Advocate and Attorney General of the United States. 5. You went to Harvard Law, then you joined.
Wait, so his dad used to be Attorney General of the United
Probably because that's
States?
what your father wanted you to.
Wow. I'm sexually aroused, Commander.
I don't think your clients murdered anyone.
What are you basing this on?
There was no intent. At 3, the doctor wasn't able to determine the cause of death. 2 hours later, he said it was poison.
Now I see what you're saying. It had to be Professor Plum in the library with the candlestick.
Okay, Mr. Clue.
You know what a code red is? What a pity.
Sir, Lance Corporal Harold W. Dawson, sir. Rifle Security, Company Windward. Second. Someone has been working and playing well with others, Harold.
Sir, yes, sir.
What's code red?
Sir, code red is a disciplinary engagement.
What's that mean?
Sir, a Marine falls out of line. It's up to the men in his unit to get him back on track.
Was the attack on Santiago code red?
Yes, sir.
Ah.
Oh.
Does, he ever talk?
Tape off and there was blood all down his face, sir. Corporal Dawson called the ambulance.
Did anyone see you call?
Yeah, that's why he's like, why is this a murder then? What would these two call it in?
Sir. Unit, Corps, God, country.
Those are in order. It's quite cool. There's not really like evil or whatever.
Yeah.
They're all doing their jobs.
Dan Caffey.
Oh, there he is.
Smiling Jack Ross. Welcome to the big time. I'm gonna give you the 12 years. Before you go getting yourself into trouble tomorrow, I think you should know. Lieutenant Jonathan Kendrick held a meeting with the men and specifically told them not to touch Santiago.
We still playing hoops tomorrow night?
We have a deal?
I'll talk to you when I get back.
Got authorization from Aunt Jenny. Does Aunt Jenny have a barn? We could hold the trial there.
You heard her.
God, they're still dressed in 90s style.
Yeah.
Like the jeans and those jackets.
Pointing as if to say, Pa, look.
I get sick when I fly because I'm afraid of crashing into a large mountain. I don't think Dramamine will help.
I got some oregano. I heard that works pretty good.
The oregano from earlier.
Yeah.
The mission. The first
Boss
case.
said the strangest thing to me right before I left. Jonathan Kendrick had a meeting with the men and specifically told them not to touch Santiago. I never mentioned Kendrick. I don't even know who he is.
Oh, so he thought he knew him. So now he's suspicious. Like, this case seems too easy. He should have never done that. So they want to bury that way the colonel can make his way into the White House? Tom Cruise insisted on flying this plane. That was a cool shot, though. Wow,
Yeah,
look
it
at those
was.
planes.
There he is.
Man, ER.
Lieutenant Caffey and Weinberg, Commander Galloway. I'm Corporal Barnes. I'm to escort you to the windward side of the base.
Just not that crazy about boats, that's all.
Cappy, you're in the Navy for crying out loud.
Nobody likes her very much.
Lionel Caffey?
Oh.
Yes, sir.
Well, what do you know? John, this man's dad once made a lot of enemies down in your neck of the woods. How the hell is your dad, Danny?
He passed away 7 years ago.
Oh.
Don't I feel like the fucking asshole?
JAG Corps insists that we interview all the relevant witnesses.
The JAG Corps can be demanding that.
He never has a pen.
At the end, he's gonna have the
Show you
pen.
Yeah.
What you want to see. After that, we can all hook up for lunch.
So he still has no pen, not to write anything on it? I wonder when they filmed this.
I told the men that we had an informer.
It's so weird to see these two share a
I know.
screen together. Ugh.
Private Santiago was not to be harmed in any way. 1600. 4 o'clock.
He's just being an ass.
Yeah.
Because everyone knows that.
Yeah. Even we do.
Civilians, yeah. Wow, they left the blood there too.
Sam, we should make sure somebody gets this to his parents. We don't need it anymore.
Right.
Private Santiago is dead, and that is a tragedy. But he is dead because he had no code. He is dead because he had no honor. And God was watching.
Okay.
How do you feel
Okay,
about
great.
that theory?
Thank you.
That's it.
He's not gonna.
Great.
At this point, you called Lieutenant
He's not gonna reveal more than he has to.
Yeah, of course.
your office. Is that right? What happened then?
We agreed that for his own safety.
Oh, he already lied there.
Transferred on the first available flight to the States.
That's not true, though.
600 the
We
next
know that
his-
since we
his
saw the scene.
expression,
He's like,
yeah.
what?
5 hours too late, as it turned out.
Thank you.
My point is that I think Code Red still go on down here. Do Code Red still happen on this base, Colonel?
Joe, the colonel doesn't need to answer that.
Fucking heat is making me absolutely
He's ignoring her
crazy.
question.
Yeah.
But we know it
When
goes
I
on
ask you
because those two
about
officers already said
Code
it.
Reds on the record, I tell you I discourage the practice. And if off the record, I tell you it is an invaluable part of close infantry training.
Colonel, I just need a copy of Santiago's transfer order.
You have to ask me nicely. What I do want is for you to stand there in that faggoty white uniform and with your Harvard mouth extend me some fucking courtesy.
That's funny. It's his superior that's pushing for more. while he's like, no, I don't want to investigate this more than I have to.
Yeah, you can tell from his expression.
But we know that they obviously lied about the transfer order, since
Yeah.
we saw it in the scene beforehand, so what are they going with here?
Myself, it's been almost 3 hours.
Markinson's disappeared.
What?
Colonel Markinson's gone UA. Unauthorized absence. Don't worry, I'm not going to make a motion for separation. You're still lead counsel.
Splendid.
I think Kendrick ordered the code red, and so do you.
You heard what I said. Did Lieutenant Kendrick order you guys to give Santiago a code red?
Yes, sir.
Ah.
Did he?
Yes, sir.
All someone had to do
You
was
mind
ask.
telling me
Yeah.
Why the hell you never mentioned this before?
You didn't ask us.
You probably should not going to win you a place in my heart, Colonel. I get paid no matter how much time you spend in jail.
About 5 minutes after the meeting broke, sir. About 16:20.
They do keep track of time for military
Lieutenant
reason.
Kendrick ordered us to give Santiago a code red.
To give him a code red.
That's not what Kendrick says.
Kendrick's lying.
You have proof?
I have the defendants.
And I have 23 Marines who aren't accused of murder and a lieutenant with 4 letters of commendation. Division will give me a lot of room on this one to spare Jessup and the Corps any embarrassment.
How much room?
I'll knock it all down to involuntary manslaughter, 2 years or home in 6 months.
Wow.
Danny is an awfully talented lawyer, and he's not about to see his clients go to jail for life when he knows they could be home in 6 months.
Kathy, you're the greatest lawyer in the world. Ooh, how can we ever thank you? Kelly, did you hear what I just said? You're going home in 6 months. Do what I'm telling you, you'll be home in 6.
It's interesting he's the one not being pushing boundaries now. Like the opposite of his Top Gun character.
I did my job, and I will not dishonor myself, my unit, or the Corps so I can go home in 6 months. Sir.
This guy's really good.
Yeah, he is.
You can see all the tension unleashing out of him.
Yeah.
It's like, oh shit. Wow, this is actually a complicated case. It's
Yeah,
not
it is.
straightforward, like, oh, they're bad, they're good.
Forget it, don't answer that.
Don't answer that.
Matter.
Do you think we were right?
I think you'd lose.
You're such a coward. I can't believe they let you wear a uniform.
Wow.
Like I said, it's quite interesting to see him as, like, not the one that doesn't want to push boundaries here.
Yeah.
Do you really think that's the same as 2 teenage Marines executing a routine order they never believe or result in harm? These guys aren't the Nazis.
Don't look now, Danny, but you're making an argument. Another lawyer won't be good enough. They need you. You know how to win.
It doesn't matter what I believe. It only matters what I can prove. Please, don't tell
That's
me
a great
what
separation.
I know and don't know. I know the law.
You're nothing. Live with that.
Ouch.
Yeah, ouch.
That's a... that was a big kick in the balls. Now it's the nighttime deciding, you know,
Yeah.
the hero. Well, the hero. But he's like the opposite of Maverick, right? Where he's not interested in pushing boundaries. He just wants to do his case and move on. In fact, it's the superior who's pushing him to do this.
Does defense wish to enter a plea?
Yeah. They're not guilty. Why does a lieutenant junior grade with 9 months experience, track record for plea bargaining, get assigned a murder case?
Because I wanted this case to be buried. Yeah, they wanted it buried so fast.
Interesting.
We work out of my apartment every night, 7 o'clock. And I pick up a carton of legal pads, half a dozen boxes of red pens, half a dozen boxes of black pens.
He loses his pens.
So this is what a courtroom looks like.
Oh, they're quite proud of him. I
Yeah.
can see. They're
Oh,
like quite
their
surprised.
smiles.
Yeah.
They work at a place where you have to wear camouflage or you might get shot.
Oh, he's making the argument for his clients.
Yeah,
here.
I was about to say. Looks like he still needs them. Yeah.
Better at research than I am.
You got any Kung Pao chicken?
Gong Bao Jiding. Yeah! That's some good stuff.
No one can prove there is poison on the rag. Code red, they're common.
Yeah, that's the thing, the poison on the rag.
Order.
This one.
B, they had no choice but to follow it.
So Markinson might show up in the final part of the trial. Like as a climactic ending, I'm guessing.
jury trial is not just about the law, it's about assigning blame. Santiago's dead.
Oh, this camera angle is really cool.
Yeah, it is.
Zooming in or
Someone
switching.
will be blamed for that. Ross is handing them our clients, we're gonna hand them Kendrick. Don't wear that perfume in court. Wrecks my concentration.
Really?
That's
It's time to go home. Try to get some sleep tonight.
Danny,
I know what you're gonna say. You don't have to. At our differences, I said some things I didn't mean. You said some things you didn't mean. Deal out of it. You like me? I won't make you say it.
I was just going to tell you to wear matching socks.
She's being an asshole.
Good tip.
I'd like you to meet Jenny Miller.
Oh, this is the one.
Ah, the aunt.
I'm sorry. I was expecting someone older.
So was I.
Oof.
Oh, wow.
Too late.
Well, Bacon's not taking it personally. He's just doing
He's
his...
just doing his job.
Furthermore, the government will also demonstrate that the accused soaked the rag in poison and entered Santiago's room with motive.
The poison part, they didn't do
to
it.
kill.
Hmm.
He'll have no evidence, mind you, none, but it's going to be entertaining.
When Dawson and Downey went into Santiago's room that night, it wasn't because of vengeance or hatred. It wasn't to kill or harm. And it wasn't because they were looking for night. It's because it was what they were ordered to do. Assigned to Rifle Security Company Windward, Guantanamo Bay, Cuba. You're given an order. You follow it, or you pack your bags.
The switch with a round of ammunition missing.
Who was that?
Lance Corporal Harold Dawson.
Your witness.
Lance Corporal Dawson's been charged with a number of crimes. Why wasn't he charged with firing at the enemy without cause?
There was enough evidence to support such a charge.
Thank you.
I made my point. What's cool, they just parry this.
Carl Edward Hamilton, Marine
Oh, nice.
Rifle Security Company Windward,
Corporal, were you present at a meeting that Lieutenant...
We're gonna get the whole case? Like condensed? That'd be cool.
Yeah. I know this actor. He won an Oscar and then never showed up again in any other movie.
What's his name? I know he's vaguely
something Goobing or
Cuba Good.
Yeah, anyway.
The defense is willing to concede that all 22 witnesses will testify
I like the camera work here.
The government is willing to concede that none of them were in Dawson and Downey's room at 1620 on September 6th.
Captain?
Ooh.
Government stipulate.
I love the shot with the Marines right there with the Capitol and the monument right there.
I agree.
The Marines of the Battle of...
I think we're taking the right approach.
Joe, we've been over this. I was afraid I wouldn't be able to use a liar, liar, pants on fire defense. We can't prove coercion. Let's go over what we have, okay?
That lactic acid is what caused Santiago's lungs to bleed.
Normally, how long does it take for the muscles and other cells to begin burning sugar instead of oxygen?
20 to 30 minutes. There are literally dozens of toxins which are virtually undetectable, both in the human body and on the fabric.
How would they get them? Two random Marines.
It's a compelling factor in this issue.
Acidosis could be of anything. That's a...
If I had a coronary condition and a perfectly clean rag was placed in my mouth and the rag was actually too far down, is it possible that my cells would continue burning sugar after the rag was taken out? That's why it had to be poison, right, Commander? If you put a man with a serious coronary condition on duty with a clean bill of health and that man died from a heart-related incident, you'd have a lot to answer for, wouldn't you, Doctor?
Object. Move to strike.
Sustained.
I have no more questions, Your Honor.
Defense strenuously objects and requests an 802 Honor might have an opportunity to hear discussion. Objection.
The objection of the defense has been heard and overruled.
Strenuously object? Is that how it works? Objection. Overruled. No. No, I strenuously object. Oh, wow. Strenuously object, and I should take some time. You also got the court members thinking we're afraid of the doctor.
He has a point, too, that they were sent because they were bullies. But on the other hand, they were ordered to do that. So.
Why do you like them so much?
Because they stand on a wall. And they say nothing's going to hurt you tonight. Not on my watch.
Oh, he's not watching the baseball anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Are you asking me out on a date?
No.
That's what it sounded like.
He's been asked on dates before by girls? Wow.
Seafood place.
Okay. I think you should prepare yourself for the fact that we're going to lose. Ross's opening statement, it was all true.
Guantanamo Bay, Cuba.
Corporal Barnes.
Carter, how could you end up here?
Being late for platoon and company meetings. Keeping his barracks in disorder.
Did he ever, prior to the night of September 6th, receive a code red? Never?
No, sir.
I'll rephrase. Jeffrey, did you ever want to give Santiago a code red?
Yes.
Why didn't you?
Because Dawson would kick my butt, sir.
Is there no book, no manual or pamphlet, no set of orders or regulations that lets me know that as a Marine, one of my duties is to perform code reds?
No, sir. No book, sir.
Would you turn to the page in this book that says where the mess hall is, please?
Lieutenant Caffey, that's not in the book, sir.
I don't understand. How did you know where the mess hall was if it's not in this book?
Well, I guess I just followed the crowd at chow time, sir.
Kendrick revealed. I want to slam dunk this guy.
Slam dunk this guy.
Oh, Jesus. Scared the
Oh, it's
hell
Markinson.
out of me.
Oh, Jesus Christ. And how do you know?
I know.
Yeah, you know shit.
He was never going to be transferred off that base.
Yeah, the transfer order. I was waiting for him to mention that.
Right now, I'm going to check you into a motel. We are going to start from the beginning.
We're gonna win.
Joe, don't get crazy about
No.
Don't say that.
Bugboot's going to say. You just concentrate on Downey. I'm going to talk to Ross.
I have an obligation to tell you that if you accuse Kendrick or Jessup of any crime without proper evidence, subject to a court-martial for professional misconduct, and that's to every job application you ever fill out. I'm your friend, and I'm telling you, I don't think your clients belong in jail, but I don't get to make that decision.
Oh.
The government of the United States without passion or prejudice. My client has a case.
You're a lousy fucking softball player, Jack!
Ooh.
The boys are going down, Danny.
I'm aware of my oath. Lieutenant, these are the last 3 pro-con reports you signed for Lance Corporal Dawson. Dawson received 2 marks of exceptional, but on this most recent report dated June year, he received a rating of below average. Dawson has remained a Lance Corporal. Was Dawson held up because of this last report? Involving a PFC Curtis Bell who'd been found stealing...
Oh, that was mentioned in the beginning.
Yes, I do. Not wanting to see his record tarnished by a formal charge.
You prefer to be handled within the unit.
Yes, I most certainly did.
Kendrick, was Dawson given a rating of below average on this last report because he'd been sneaking food to Private Bell?
Object!
Not so fast. Lieutenant?
Oh, now he's curious.
Oh.
Lance Corporal Dawson was given a below-average rating because he had committed a crime. Lance Corporal Dawson disobeyed an order.
If you had ordered Dawson to give Santiago a code red...
What are those men?
Is it reasonable to think he would have disobeyed you again?
Lieutenant, don't answer that.
You don't have to, I'm through.
Actually, cell phone's really good.
Yeah, he is.
He's really-
He can make an entire flight disappear?
Jessup is about to be appointed Director of Operations for the National Security Council.
Thursday morning, 10 o'clock.
Or he's gonna disappear.
Oh, no,
Or he might die here or something.
Yeah.
All right.
And get him off as fast as you can.
Joanne!
What? It's gonna be fine.
This will go badly, probably.
No,
I'm guessing.
no.
Oh, he's gonna shoot himself? I feel like. Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like he is.
It's like what we call the guy who drops us off at our post and picks us up. Also, because he can get girls in New York City. The pickup private got a flat, sir, right at 39. He pulled up and bam, blowout with no spare. Sir.
The music's tense now. We're about to find out why he's questioning.
We're barracks until 1645. Sir? Well, if you didn't make it back to the barracks until 1645, how could you be in your room at 1620?
Did you ever actually hear Lieutenant Kendrick order a code red?
No, sir.
Please, the court, I'd like to request a recess in order to confer with my client.
Ah, okay, that's interesting. So it kind of splits it up further.
As far as Downey was concerned, it was an order from Kendrick. It doesn't matter that he didn't hear it firsthand. He doesn't distinguish between the two.
Yeah, but still. Yeah.
Wasn't even there.
The whole time they...
Important piece of information, don't you think? Markinson's dead. Your passion is compelling, Joe. It's also useless. Downey needed a trial lawyer today.
Didn't want the transfer order. You wanted to see Jessup's reaction when you asked for the transfer order.
Yeah, that's why. In person.
And it was confirmed by Markinson. Now, damn it, let's put Jessup on the stand and end this thing.
I'm sorry, I keep forgetting. You were sick the day they taught law at law school.
He's like unhinged here.
Oh, we get it from him. Yes, no problem. We get it from him. Isn't it true that you ordered the code red on Santiago?
Listen, we're all...
I'm sorry, your time's run out. What do we have for the losers, Judge? After falsely accusing a highly decorated Marine officer of... Lieutenant Caffey will have a long and prosperous career.
It's reminding me of Jim Carrey in this scene.
Yeah, actually. I mean, he could do comedy if he wanted to. We saw Tropic Thunder.
Or should we not follow the advice of the galactically stupid?
Jesus.
I'm sorry I lost your set of steak knives.
Oh, yeah, the callback.
Yeah.
He was.
If I were Dawson and Downey and I had a choice between you or your father to represent me in this case, I'd choose you any day of the week and twice on Sunday. Neither Lionel Caffey nor Sam Weinberg are lead counsel for the defense in the matter of U.S. versus Dawson and Downey.
Joanne, please get in the...
He's driving the car drunk? Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Joanne!
That's why his friend is with him.
I'm gonna put Jessup on the stand. Getting my second wind. Sit down, both of you. Jessup ordered the code red, Kendrick did, and our clients followed the order. The cover-up isn't our case. To win, Jessup needs to tell the court members that he ordered the code red. I think he wants to say it. I think he's pissed off that he's got to hide from us. I say that he made a command decision and that's the end of it.
Oh, yeah, he's now...
Yards away from 4,000 Cubans that are trained to kill him.
Oh.
Huh? He just saw something?
His clothes? The
Wait,
clothes
wait.
that he asked.
He really does think better with his bat.
Yeah.
The second he grabs his bat.
He does think better.
Wait, he just thought of something. It's something to do with the uniforms. He was just looking at the uniforms earlier.
And he mentioned earlier to send the uniforms back, right?
Yes.
But what is that? I wonder what that has to do with case.
Yeah. There's JFK looking at him. JFK's like, solve this case. Tom Cruise. Don't delete files. There's like a note there.
Gotta go out to Andrews.
I think he picked up on what his plan is too. Huh. They keep showing this statue. This is like the fourth time in the movie.
Why, Lieutenant Commander Galloway, you're not suggesting that I back off a material witness.
If you think you can't get him, yeah.
Also, I guess he's allowed to subpoena him. So I guess
Well,
in general,
he's in charge of...
the defense is allowed to subpoena anyone they want. Like, oh God. God has entered the room.
This is where the 2 days ago the colonel took his own life with a 45 caliber pistol.
The court is...
He's buying time. That's
now
why.
the court members are aware.
I felt his life might be in danger once word of the letter got out.
Grave danger?
Is there another kind?
After Dawson and Downey's arrest on the night of the 6th, Santiago's barracks room was sealed off.
Oh, nothing was packed up. That's what he's gonna make. If he was gonna leave in the morning, why was it all packed? Yeah.
3 OD green t-shirt. I'm wondering why Santiago wasn't packed. And these are 14 letters that Santiago wrote in 9 months, requesting, in fact begging for a transfer. Everything he owned was hanging neatly in his closet.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing was packed up. I love that finally pays it.
Overruled.
Your Honor.
The objection is noted.
Even the judge thinks it's.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Because it's the packing up
Yeah.
that's suspicious.
Yeah.
My answer is I don't have the first damn clue. Please tell me that their lawyer hasn't pinned their hopes to a phone bill. Do you have any other questions for me, Counselor?
Jeez.
Lieutenant, do you have anything further for this witness?
No, he has to decide whether you should push it or not.
Excuse me. I didn't dismiss you.
Defense counsel will address the witness as Colonel or Sir.
I don't know what the hell kind of unit you're running here.
And the witness will address this court as Judge or Your Honor.
Oh.
I'm quite certain I've earned it.
I'm quite certain I earned.
On the Andrews log lists no flight that landed at 2 a.m. I'd like to admit them as defense exhibits Alpha and Bravo.
Down, you're admitting evidence of a flight that never existed.
Oh, we believe it did, sir. Any chance Lieutenant Kendrick left your office and said, the old man is wrong?
No.
No, sir.
Oh, there you go. Here it comes.
Served in the forward area.
I was be like, back in my day.
Ever put your life in another man's hands? Asked him to put his life in yours?
If you gave an order that Santiago wasn't to be touched, and your orders are always followed, then why would Santiago be in danger?
Sometimes men take matters into their own hands.
You made it clear just a moment ago that your men never take matters in their own hands. Your men follow orders or people die. Santiago shouldn't have been in any danger at all, should he have, Colonel?
You snotty little bastard.
The court will wait for an answer.
Oh.
Wow.
Well, he didn't like the judge thing earlier.
Consider yourself in contempt.
Did you order the code red?
You don't have to answer that question.
I'll answer the question.
I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
There's the scene.
Son,
Okay,
we live
now.
in a world that has walls, and those walls have to be guarded by men with guns. You weep for Santiago and you curse the Marines. You have that luxury. You need me on that wall.
Oh, he's excellent at that.
Words like honor, code, loyalty. Use these words as the backbone of a life spent defending something. You use them as a punchline. I don't give a damn what you think you are entitled to. I did the job. Did you order the code red? You're goddamn right I did!
No further questions.
Wow.
I suggest the members be dismissed so that we can move to an immediate Article 39A session. The witness has rights.
Captain Ross.
He's in shock.
Jack?
Colonel, what's going on? I did my job. I do it again.
You're not going anywhere, Colonel. MPs guard the Colonel.
Colonel Jessup, you have the right to remain silent.
I'm being charged with a crime.
Trial by court-martial.
Is that what this is?
I'm
gonna rip the eyes out of your head, piss in your dead skull. All you did was weaken a country today, Caffey. All you did.
Don't call me son. I'm a lawyer and an officer in the United States Navy. And you're under arrest, you son of a bitch. The witness is excused.
Finally, this is
That was cold.
This is him, yeah.
Oh, man. That was really tense.
Yeah, it was.
Some great acting from both of them.
Yeah, from both of them.
I love how the second he admitted to the crime, he caught up with him like, oh shit, I moved to suggest the witness get,
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't want to further incriminate him.
On the charge of murder, the members find the accused not guilty.
Wow.
Why do I not feel happy? This is like kind of like
The charge
a
of
sad
conduct
ending.
Yeah.
involving a
Yeah.
United States Marine, members
Guilty, right?
find the accused
Yeah.
guilty as charged.
That's the worst crime of all.
They were ordered to be dishonorably discharged from the Marine Corps.
That was the worst one.
Oh. Still?
Yeah. Well, yeah, they killed someone.
Yeah, that's true.
And if it was direct or indirectly.
What did we do wrong? We did nothing wrong.
Yeah, we did. You were supposed to fight for people who couldn't fight for themselves.
He was supposed to fight for Willie. Harold? Sir? You don't need to wear a patch in your arm to have honor.
He's gonna salute him.
That's a great line.
Cecil O'Malley and Anthony Rodriguez. What exactly were these guys going to testify?
Both going to testify under oath that they had absolutely no recollection.
Yeah, he didn't take it personally.
Yeah.
I gotta go arrest Kendrick. Tell him I said
The way he said that.
I gotta go arrest Kendrick.
I gotta go arrest Kendrick.
He did say, like he's gonna do this without passion.
Yeah, without prejudice.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's not a thing with the current United States now.
Yeah.
Yeah. The screenplay for this is really good. It's it's kind of idealistic now when you look at the states today. When it's quite clear that the justice system is not really for the people. So.
Yeah. Let me turn it down.
I already see the cast.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kevin Pollak. That's it. Yeah, that's it. Because he's been in a lot of stuff. He played the gangster in Whole Nine Yards. The guy that died there.
Yeah, Cuba Gooding Jr.
Yeah, that's it.
He was in another movie with Tom Cruise. Can't remember his name.
Was it a military movie?
Jerry Maguire.
Oh, okay. I've never seen that one.
I saw it once and...
Don't remember it?
I mean, it's a classic, but I personally thought it was okay. But
Oh,
that's
okay.
just my opinion.
Okay.
Well, that was a very complex case, actually.
Yeah, it wasn't straightforward.
Yeah, it's like, oh, was he poisoned? But no, it turns out he wasn't poisoned at all. It was just something
he just
threw
suffered.
in there
Yeah.
so they could, He actually had medical issues, a coronary condition.
Yeah, I like that it wasn't, these guys are evil.
Yeah.
The government's evil. Or
We thought
whatever.
it was racially...
It was just, yeah, it could have been racial. I don't know.
We thought
but Dawson is
yeah.
black, so who knows?
Yeah.
But there's, I like that, like you said, it was complex, right?
Yeah.
I can actually kind of almost sympathize with Jessup, where...
At the end there, I almost, I
kind of sympathize because he's like, he does all the dirty stuff, and he's like, you guys are back here while we do all the dirty shit to protect the U.S. That's what they tell themselves, so that's the thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I sympathize with all, and the Marines too, they got dishonorably discharged. But, of course, as Caffey points out, you don't have to be a Marine to be honorable, right? You just, find your own way. There's honor and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, the acting in this movie is great.
Yeah, it was wonderful, especially the last scene, when the it's great that they mentioned the clothes at the beginning.
Yes, that's why they showed that. I was waiting for that to be brought up. I was like, what's going on? Like, they're foreshadowing something by him looking at this. Because in a movie, when they show something, it's not for no reason. There's always a reason they show something in a movie. You got to keep that in mind when you watch thrillers.
Yep.
So...
I love court movies like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really glad this turned out to be one.
This was a great court movie.
Yeah,
the script was very tight. I never felt slow once.
Yeah.
Even when they spent... There's only one off scene where they're not really spending the case. It's between Galloway and Caffey eating at that restaurant. Which, by the way, I'm so happy didn't have any kind of romantic involvement.
Me too.
I was like, oh, phew. They were just platonically... They just liked each other at the end.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, we got to like each other.
Maybe
That's fine.
something will happen, but,
it's not going to be in the movie.
Not for us to see.
Yeah.
It's not what the movie is about.
Oh, cool. They showed the drill team. Like, the team that was training at the
cool.
beginning. That was them.
The fish drill team.
Good job, fish drill team. The former fish drill team.
Ah. Yeah. That was very complex and great actors assembled in this movie.
Yeah. The case was also supposed to be dismissed right away because they picked Caffey. They thought he'd just go for immediate plea.
Yeah.
But the first mistake was offering him a really easy plea bargain. He was immediately, raised a little suspicion, right? Because he wants to fight for it a little. He didn't like the fact that it was too easy.
Yeah, that's true.
So when he got sent to Cuba, he was, testing the waters here and there, but he wasn't quite sure.
He already knew. But
Yeah.
because of, being his father's kid.
Yeah.
He was scared, even though he never quite admitted it in the movie.
And the way Jessup reacted to him when he asked for the transfer order. That was great.
That was great, yeah.
That whole scene. You could tell he actually practiced, like, hey, can I have the transfer order? You know, like, all innocent.
Transfer order? Oh, shit. What transfer order? Oh, you can have it, sure.
Yeah, but he was also annoyed at him. He was doing this on purpose. Can I have a transfer order?
Yeah.
Like, just to his face rather than calling from the Pentagon.
Yeah,
As
exactly.
Galloway pointed out.
He's a very proud man, Jessup.
Yeah.
Yeah, wants to be referred to as by his ranks.
Yeah. Tom Cruise did a great job in this movie.
Yeah, he
He was
did.
kind of cowardly, as they pointed out, where he didn't want to put effort into it because he was afraid about his father's shadow.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you're not. this cat. Thanks for interrupting my point. Anyway, my point is you're not your parents, okay? You are your own person.
Yeah, exactly.
Your parents can be inspiration or not. In this case, his parents already inspired him. His dad inspired him to be a lawyer. So yeah, he can already be proud of that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, the moral of the story is...
Moral of the story is not everything's black and white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's honor...
But now this is like so unrealistic, sadly.
Yeah, it
Life
is.
is not like this at all. Life is apparently way more
That part didn't
fucking
age
stupid.
well.
I saw a funny line. It was like today about how fiction needs to make sense. Reality doesn't make sense right now.
That's true. That's sad.
That's a really. I was like, yep, that makes sense
Yep.
today. Yeah, because fiction has to have some kind of rules, while reality, well, it doesn't.
Yeah, exactly.
Reality is just reality. So, this is a great court movie, though. Really enjoy
Yeah,
these
it
kind of
was.
movies.
Me too.
I'm not sure they needed music actually. I think because there was like a courtroom scene where they had music for a second, where he's pushing the second soldier. Sometimes I don't think you need music to set the mood there. Just let the acting do the job.
Oh, this movie was still made in '92.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
still a product of its time.
But some of it didn't have soundtrack, like Jack Nicholson and Tom Cruise there, and that like them arguing. That was great.
Oh yeah, that was so good. Letting them both shine.
That was really relentless.
Yeah.
I could feel like under pressure.
Yeah.
Wonderful job by them.
Wonderful job, yeah.
And shout out, of course, to the supporting actors.
Yeah.
Even the judge, who was like minor character, he was great. The judge is like, I've earned that right. you call me judge, okay?
You're supposed
He was
to
already
call him
annoyed,
that
you
as
could tell.
well. Yeah, that's
If
true.
he hadn't mentioned that, I think the judge would have been like dismissed, Caffey to go away. But that minor thing of pushing the judge is human too.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
might have been
exactly.
like, I want to hear this now. Because you insulted me a little. So you're like, you never know. Always be kind. You know?
Always be kind.
Always be
That's
kind.
the moral
You never
of the
know when that
story.
helps out. Yeah.
Be kind.
Yeah, and help, don't bully the weak.
Yeah,
As
help
Dawson
others.
pointed out at the end.
Yeah,
We
exactly.
were supposed to defend the weak, Santiago.
Yeah.
But we didn't. We were supposed to stick up for our own.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, exactly.
Even like Sutherland, who didn't appear that much in this movie, he was great too.
He was so cold.
He was really cold in this.
Yeah, and different.
Yeah.
Very unlike his character from 24.
Yeah. But he does good. Like he played the doctor in Dark City. He was really good in that too, being like a sniveling
highly
little dude.
recommended.
Yeah, he's for an action guy, you think, oh, maybe he can't act, but he can. Just
Yeah.
like his dad. Jeez. Nikki? Yeah.
Yeah, she wants to say hi.
Well, fun movie though.
Yeah,
we
it
really
was.
enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I guess Sorkin's got really good screenplays.
Yep.
Even if it's a bit idealistic.
Oh yeah.
But yeah. If you guys have any recommendations for any courtroom dramas like that, we would like to hear it in the comments below.
Yeah.
Let us know down there. And the full reaction for this movie will be on our Patreon as well as our next movie.
Yes.
Thanks for watching our reaction. Take care and
Have a good day.